Everyone think for a moment about something you fear. When it comes near you, you experience unexplainable fear. Your heart starts to beat and you tremble. You start to sweat and feel as if you're going to faint. Now imagine your child feeling that way. That anxiety, the feeling that you can't explain. How does that make you feel? Abused children live in constant fear of physical harm from a person who is supposed to care for and protect them. I am able to present this information to you today because I have researched this topic and studied about abused children. The purpose of my speech is to expand your knowledge about the different types of abuse you may or may not already know. Abuse can be physical, sexual, emotional, verbal, or any combination of all these. Today I would like to talk about the different types of abuse, how it affects the child, and organizations that are here to help. First, I would like to talk about what KidsHelp.org says the different types of abuse are. Physical abuse is often the most easily recognized from all of these. Physical abuse can be any kind of hitting, shaking, pinching, throwing, beating, and any other action that causes physical injury or leave marks and cause pain. Sexual abuse is any type of sexual contact between an adult or anyone younger than 18. Between a significantly older child or a younger child, or if one person overpowers another regardless of age. If a family member sexually abuses another member, this is called incest. Emotional abuse can be the most difficult to identify because there are usually no outward signs of the abuse. Emotional abuse happens when yelling and anger go too far or when parents constantly criticize, threaten, or dismiss kids or teens until their self-esteem and feelings of self-worth are damaged. Emotional abuse can hurt and cause damage just as physical abuse does. Neglect is difficult to identify and define. Neglect occurs when a child or teen doesn't have adequate food, housing, clothes, medical care, or supervision. Emotional neglect happens when a parent doesn't provide enough emotional support or deliberately and constantly pays very little or no attention to a child. This doesn't mean that a parent doesn't give a kid something he or she wants, like a new computer or a cell phone, but refers to basic needs like food, shelter, and love. The United States Census Bureau states that in 2009, 72% of children suffered from neglect, 16% suffered from physical abuse, 9% suffered from sexual abuse, and 7% suffered from emotional abuse. 51% were females and 48% were males. KidsMatterInc.org says that victims of child abuse may feel as if they are bad and deserve abuse. Kids whom experience abuse usually have poor self-esteem, develop eating disorders or sleep disturbances, including nightmares. They may also develop sleep disorders, asthma, ulcers, allergies, or recurring headaches. Finally, I would like to talk about the different organizations that are here to help our abused children. The Children's Advocacy Centers of Mississippi is a membership organization dedicated to helping local communities respond to allegations of child abuse in ways that are effective and efficient and put the needs of the child first. CACM provides training, support, and leadership on a statewide level to local children's advocacy centers and professionals throughout Mississippi responding to reports of child abuse and neglect. A Children's Advocacy Center is a child-focused, facility-based program which represents from many disciplines including law enforcement, child protection, prosecution, mental and/or health or medical health, victim advocacy, and child advocacy. Work together to conduct interviews and make team decisions about investigations, treatments, management, and prosecution of child abuse cases. In conclusion, I would like to remind everyone that the purpose of my speech was to expand your knowledge about child abuse and neglect. I discussed the different types of abuse, how it affects the child, and organizations that helps abused children. Again, I feel qualified to be able to talk about this subject because I have researched child abuse. The next time you think about fear, think about a small child that may experience it every day. Children are our future. Why not be there for a child in need?
Well, thank you, Renadia Anderson, for that wonderful speech.